Okay, so question 1 of the mid-course exam for physics. Which arrow on the diagram shows the wavelength of the wave? All right, so we're going to know what the definition is for the wavelength. Okay, and a wavelength is for one complete cycle of the wave, right? So that could be from the peak to another peak, okay, or it could be from a trough to a trough. So D is looking like a good answer. Or it could be from an equilibrium position to an equilibrium position. Oh, so does that mean that B could be correct? No, because you can see here at this equilibrium position, okay, the wave's kind of sloping downwards. So that would mean we'd need to go to the next equilibrium position where the wave's going downwards again, right? Okay, so B is not correct. Okay, it would have to be twice that distance for it to be correct, right? So D is the correct answer for that one. Which arrow on the diagram shows the amplitude of the wave? So again, we need to know the definition of what is the amplitude. Amplitude is the maximum displacement, and displacement is measured from this equilibrium position here. Okay, so there we go, from the equilibrium position to a peak. Okay, so A is looking like a good answer. It could also be to a trough. Okay, so that would have, yeah, there's another way that you could measure the amplitude. C is not correct though, because it's not measured from the equilibrium position, right? Okay, so that's why the answer there has to be A. Great stuff. The boxes give some properties of waves and definitions of these properties. Okay, so period, first of all, that's an easy one for us to start off with. Period is at the time taken for one complete vibration of the wave. Okay, and then we could look at frequency. The frequency is the number of complete vibrations of the wave each second. Okay, and then finally the wavefront, okay, is the line along which all waves are in the same stage of their vibration, right? Okay, the time period of the wave is 2.7 seconds. Calculate the frequency of the wave, right? So whenever I've got a question like this, then I'm going to write down what the question tells me, 2.7 seconds, and I'm going to write down what the question asks me. It's asking for frequency, right? So that's my question mark there. Do you know a formula that links those two things together? Yep, I do. It's F equals 1 over T. Okay, so F equals 1 over T, 1 over 2.7. All right, and just give me a moment here. Get my calculator up. Okay, so 1 divided by 2.7. Okay, and then the answer that it gives me on my screen is 0.37037037, and so it keeps on going. So how many significant figures do you think I need to give my answer to? Well, you should always look at the question. So the input data in the question will give you a clue. Well, more than a clue, it tells you how many significant figures you should give your answer to. So if you look there, you can see that there's 2 significant figures for the input data, which means that I need to give my answer to 2 significant figures. So 0.37, and then of course the units it's already given to you, those are in hertz. Okay, and that was question 1.